go from sort of the concept, the ideation, to a physical product in hand? And that's a huge question, and we can spend a week on that question alone.
Definitely.
But if you could high level it for us, how do you start? Where do you go?
There's always things. There's always something, right? Whether it's foam core or sketches or drawings or some wackadoodle, off the shelf concocted idea, because it's all about communication and crafting our story together. And everybody needs to sort of rally around a concept, an idea to get to be able to respond and to be able to provide input. And so I don't want you to think we wait until the end to finally build it. That's an unhealthy product development life cycle, right? We sort of iterate, and you could walk into our offices and see 15 different versions that, we didn't use, but if you lined them all up, you could see the evolution of how we got from there to the end. And of course, that's what's fun about the early stages, why you have fewer people, fewer resources, so you can toss that. And then as you move and get more and more sophisticated throughout, and we start, real testing. We've done tests, on puppets where we've got, people under a table, moving arms, or we call it Wizard of Ozing, right? Where it's just the man behind the curtain, moving, user pushes a button, and then we're like, oh, here, this happens. And we go from that to, obviously, once you engage more and more engineering resources, you can have an actual build with actual software instead of man behind the curtain, pushing buttons. So
I'm blown away by that. Did you expect when you came from automotive and military that you'd be playing with puppets?
I've done it, actually. I've been lucky to kind of do it all my career.
Really?
Yes. A long time ago. Yeah, when I started, I worked on an ATM, and we literally was a box, and we literally pushed money out the out the front, but it felt like to the user that we were testing it with, felt like a real ATM. So
I don't know why, but I think maybe it's my theater background, but I find that thrilling. So thank you for sharing.
We still do it. We put cardboard on the front, or we'll put an iPad, and then we can quickly iterate, using prototype software or something, and we'll just put a foam cutout, and people think it's real. It's real enough to establish, the objectives that we're looking for.